For those of you who are regular on the channels know that I'm a little bit of a meathead. So when I tell you that I have a favorite trail in all of the United States of America, you'd expect it to have giant rocks, crazy steep hills, or some sort of an obstacle that doesn't even make sense. Believe it or not, my favorite place to go has none of those things. Very few people know about it because it's about 80 miles south of Moab. Today we're going to explore the Elephant Trail. Today's adventure starts with me hitching a ride into town because, believe it or not, Jeep contacted me and said that I could borrow a Gladiator. This timed out perfectly because 2 days before this, I actually blew up my own Jeep, so having another vehicle to finish the week couldn't have been at a better time. To sweeten the deal, they left a fresh box of a dozen donuts in the back seat, so I'm going to bring them back to the condo, share them with my roommates, and hit the road. I have a gift from Jeep. I like donuts. You like donuts? Today we are heading down to Elephant Hill and Elephant Trail, which is one of my favorite trails in the United States. It's located about 80 miles south of Moab, Utah. Because of that, a lot of people don't want to travel all that way when you have so many trails right there just outside of town. But if you've ever been here, you know that this place is absolutely worth it. It's in one of the coolest spots of Canyonlands National Park, and because they limit access to only 25 rigs a day, it makes it to where it's never crowded. The guys that I've invited to come with me have never been, and I can't wait to show them why it's my favorite trail. I'm here with a few friends at Elephant Hill Trail. For those of you who don't know, this is not a difficult trail if you're built somewhat okay, you just need some lockers and stuff, but it's absolutely gorgeous. So I gathered up some of my friends here at Eastern Jeep Safari. We decided to come down here. Most of these guys have never even seen it because it's really far away from Moab, but it is super worth it. I'm driving this beautiful chariot right here. They gave me like what I think is the dopest looking Jeep that they had that they were loaning out to folks like me to come and use. And I don't know if it's that color or what, but I really like this Gladiator. It's pretty sweet. Elephant Hill is essentially just a series of switchbacks. You start going from the parking lot up the switchbacks onto the top of Elephant Hill, and then you crest going back down the other side into a bunch of beautiful canyons. Our group is full of a bunch of really well-built rigs, but I think the minimum to do this trail would be like a set of 31s and a rear locker. I mean, a front locker helps, but if you're really good at driving and you're really comfortable off-road, it's not necessary. I would even be comfortable taking my 2021 Toyota Tacoma here, knowing that if I drove it hard, I could make it through. About halfway down the backside Elephant Hill, there are a series of 2 switchbacks that are so tight, it encourages you to pull in, back up, and then once you get to the second switchback, to drive forward. In a shorter wheelbase vehicle, you can definitely make this turn without pulling in and backing up, but to be completely honest, when I'm in touristy destinations, I like to do touristy things. So I'm just going to go with the flow, follow the rules of the sign, and take advantage of the fact that I'm actually driving a vehicle with a backup camera. Now that we made it to the bottom of Elephant Hill, I want to head to Devil's Kitchen. I've camped here before, and it is one of the most spectacular camping spots that I know of. Campsite's cool, the trail to get there is cool, and being down inside of these canyons is truly a one-of-a-kind experience.
You look forward, there's all these weird Wizard of Oz looking tall fingery things, and that is Devil's Kitchen. That's where we're headed. We're gonna pull off, and I'm gonna show the group I'm with some petroglyphs. I will show you guys the petroglyphs, but I will not show you exactly where they are, because the problem is people will come out here and they will write Mark was here and stuff over the top of them, and so far they don't have any of that. So either way, it's an amazing thing that's still here, and I'm gonna go show these guys. Look at the way that light is like, look at the Indiana Jones stuff. That is crazy.
I'm gonna walk into a booby trap in a minute.
Yeah, I know. If you get hit by a dart, we won't leave you here. We'll pick up your corpse. And...
Looks like a hen's back here. My toe!
Yeah, I've been way too far back. I think we should get out the other way, probably. I think then.
I don't know about this, boys. I've seen 127 animals.
I know, right?
Walking in these caverns is beautiful, and today was actually a little bit warm, so it was nice to get some cool air and a little bit of shade, but I quickly realized that I'm not the best tour guide. I don't remember exactly where I found these petroglyphs. It's been a few years, and to be honest, all these rocks start to look the same. But that didn't faze anybody. We all just met out back by the Jeeps, we got some water, had a little bit of food, and then continued down to a place called Confluence. Well, the petroglyphs are a bust. I can't remember where the heck they were. And so we're just going to keep on keeping on. I camped out here and we found some awesome petroglyphs, and now I just can't see them anywhere, but it's all good. We're just going to go continue our trip. Where we're headed is essentially a merger or confluence of the Green and Colorado rivers. It's a really cool spot. It's an amazing canyon that reminds me a lot of the Grand Canyon, and you can usually even see a line where the different colored water from the two different rivers collide. This is one of those things that would have bored me when I was a kid, but the older I get, the more I really like going to these kinds of places and just seeing these kinds of sights. The hike from the parking area up to the lookout is only about half a mile, and it's real gentle. There's a couple spots where you got to step up and it's a little steep, but they're very short, maybe only 10 or 15 feet long, and most of it is pretty flat. I think this is a great place to take the kids. It's an amazing view and helps to break up your day so you're not spending the whole time in the Jeep.
Just hold the rock.
I'm becoming a fan of doing these shorter trail videos, and this was an awesome day. I do wish that I was more familiar with the area because I had someone give me a tour up here one year and they showed us so much cool detail, fossils in the creeks and all kinds of stuff. Unfortunately, I don't remember where all that stuff was. But either way, we came up, we had a fun time. We're gonna head back. I was supposed to have this Jeep back to Jeep like 30 minutes ago, so they're gonna get it a little bit late. Anyway, if you guys have the opportunity, I think this is a great trail to come see. You could definitely do it in just like a stock Rubicon or something like that, as long as you're familiar with how to drive off-road and whatnot. And also, just make sure that if you just plan a trip out here, go online and get the permit. Otherwise, they will not let you in without having a permit. They only allow 25 vehicles a day in here, which is why we had such a great time. There's not just a billion people here. And if you ever get the opportunity, I mean, this is one of my favorite trails in America, personally. I think it's just so fun and so beautiful. Anyway, if you like the video, make sure you click the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you'll follow me on social media, I'm at Dirt Lifestyle Nate. We'll see you next time.